Hello, Sander here, and I know I haven't done a video in ages. Like, I don't even know how long it's been since I've posted anything. Things have just been insane. But the big thing is on September 20th, marked 1 year since I came out to my family. And what a crazy road it has been since then. How have I changed? It's a big question. It's a good question, and I would say that between then and now, I've really, really grown up a lot more than I was before. Last year I was so rattled by the whole feelings I had in my head of dysphoria and the feeling of, I'm a guy and all that kind of settling in, that I was panicking a lot. It was kind of the only thing on my mind because I didn't feel right in my body, and it was just driving me mad. And then, when I came out to my family, my mom took it badly, very badly, and I did not handle that well. I look back, and I could have handled that situation a lot better. And I think that if that sort of thing were to happen, now, that I would definitely be calmer, and I would be a lot nicer, because I was kind of a brat, honestly. When everything happens, I would just run to my friend's house. I wouldn't even tell my family where I was going. I wouldn't really talk to my mother. I mean, it was bad, but what she said, it really hurt. I never felt such hatred from her. But, back then I was just kind of reactionary. Just kind of jump in with both feet and not look back. Now I really think things through. And part of it too is that I'm just so much more relaxed with me. I'm not sitting here agonizing over who am I anymore. Because I feel like I've found myself. I've talked about lacking balance. And I think I'm finally getting there. I mean, I'll never be completely balanced knowing me, but I'm in a good place because I've come to realize that just because I, present as a female 99.999% of the time, and that I go by Shelly 999.99999% of the time, which doesn't even, that number was wrong, but anyway, that doesn't mean that I'm not a guy. It doesn't mean that I'm not gender fluid. I'm always gender fluid. I'm always a guy, even if I'm presenting as a female. Just like if I'm presenting as a male, that one, I haven't done that since May, I think. It's been too long since I've really truly felt like myself in that sense. But anyway, I digress. If I'm presenting as a male, that doesn't mean that I'm not a female. It doesn't mean that I'm not gender fluid. I'm all of those things. That's my identity, that's who I am, and it's not going to change just because I'm being called certain pronouns or called a certain name. And that has really kind of taken a load off my mind. And I can't really pinpoint when that hit me. When I just kind of realized that, I am always who I am, that's not changing, but it was kind of a gradual thing. Sorry, I'm a little sick. A gradual realization. And because of that, and because I just feel so much more comfortable with myself, which I say every single video, I say I'm getting more confident, and I'm lucky that I am continuing to get more and more confident, going up the ladder as time goes on. And it's true though, I still have wicked dysphoria sometimes. I haven't had a binder in months, and it is making me crazy. I need to get a new one, but unfortunately I had to get a new car, and that's an extra $600 a month that I really don't have. So right now I kind of need to worry about getting, food and having a place to live and things like that. So I'm gonna have to wait until I can save up some extra money to go ahead and get a binder again, because it's kind of essential to me sometimes to really want to bind. I just can't right now. But overall, things are a lot better. I quit my other job that I always was complaining about. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video. I really can't remember. But I have a new job now that is 10 times more hectic. I'm an office manager, and I basically run the business. It's me and one coworker and my bosses, and that's it. Very small business. And I do everything. I mean, everything. So I'm running around like crazy all the time, which is part of why I haven't had time to do this. But it's kind of weird with my new employers because I know that they know that I go by Sander and that I'm presenting as a male online because I do the social media marketing for my company. And I have to use my personal Facebook for it, Sander Mason. And then I also followed us on Twitter to kind of get our numbers bumped up, Sander Mason. So they know, but they haven't said anything. So I guess they're just really respectful of my privacy, is my guess, which I am so grateful for. But I really don't feel the desire to come out at this job like I did at the other one. At the other one, I was suffocating because I was surrounded by people that were completely against who I am, against the LGBT community and things like that. They were just picking on me constantly, very toxic, and I wanted to come out there because I felt so suffocated, and I felt like, standing up, being like, this is me, you guys need to chill out, and doing something along those lines. But here, I'm by myself. I have no coworkers except for one guy who comes and goes, and he's in his 60s, so I love him to death. He's funny as shit. And we get along great, but, he probably doesn't even know what Genderfluid is. And I know he wouldn't call me male pronouns or anything like that, not because he's disrespectful in any sense. He is a great guy. He's very open-minded and all that for his age, but you can't teach an old dog new tricks sometimes, as they say. He's very set in his ways. And I go by Shelly, I go by female pronouns, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine, Plus, I have to do all the phone work, and, oftentimes I have to go to customers' homes, and so it's really obvious with my voice that I'm, a female, so I don't want to, confuse people by going by Sander and by male pronouns. It's just not worth making a big deal out of it, because I love my employers, I love my job, so I'm really happy with where I'm at when it comes to that sort of thing. But I've had to, I think I've mentioned already in this video, I had to grow up a lot in the last year with just figuring things out and dealing with these jobs that have just been crazy, and trying to get back into the workforce as being gender fluid, as feeling my true self, how to navigate that, how to navigate social situations. I did go on a date, believe it or not, a couple months ago, first date in over 2 years, and it was fine. She knew ahead of time that I'm gender fluid, and she was fine with it, which makes me very hopeful, because I had this thing in my head about, being too weird or something like that for girls. But no, she was very nice. It didn't go anywhere, which is fine with me, honestly. She was nice and all, but so when I end up dating again, we'll see when that is. I don't have time to think these days, let alone go out to dinner with somebody. So I'm really glad I had a chance to do this today. I know this video is running on and on and on, but I hadn't talked to you guys in a while. So I'm going to try to do more videos as time goes on. So hopefully I'll catch you later super soon. But I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope all of you are doing fantastic right now, and that you have a great day or night or morning or whatever time it is you happen to be in at the moment. But yeah, so anyways, bye.